out their duties, their tasks.
That's right. We have Funshaw from Mina, Niger State. Funshaw, please make your point.
Yeah, good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
How are you? And good morning to your guest. Yeah, you see, most of the callers have been blaming the government. Government, I know government too has their own problem. But we, the followers, too, do have our own. If the government put a law, don't do this, people will violate the laws. But the bottom line is, we, the followers, too, we should put in our best. If the government, see, like somebody likely called that if during what's called Pashola, if you throw something on the ground, you will be scared. If you are in the vehicle, you'll be scared to throw anything on the ground. But now, the law is no longer functioning. I remember when I was still more younger than this, during the Buhari regime, you dare not, in fact, let me use a Lagos example, you have to do a Lagos. You cannot even go and urinate nearby, you'll be scared to urinate. But now, everything just went, everybody can urinate beside the vehicle, where they are selling food in the everywhere. Under the bridge, you see people loitering, selling food, and the same thing eating there, and urinating, defecating there. So how will this thing not come to spread easily? But if the government should, we are appealing to the government to enforce this law because of spread of this cholera. Because if the government didn't do that now, it can cause a serious epidemic in the country. Please, we are appealing to government to please feed them their food and see that they enforce all this law so
That's
that
right.
this thing will not go out of reach. This thing will not go out of
That's right, Funshaw.
Control.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Funshaw from Mina, Niger State. Thank you. Japheth, you were talking about something that sounds to me like whistleblower. So if you see something, within your environment or somewhere, you should also say something. But how effective has whistleblowing, been? Not just talking about environmental, threats, but then talking about security situations and all of that. Do you think it's effective, and how do we change?
Yeah, whistleblowing should be effective in a society, that gives room for that. Overseas, one of the reasons why their security is tight, is watertight, is because a lot of people see something and they say something. In Nigeria, they tag you as the bad element in the community. They tag you as the bad element in the neighborhood. It's the grumpy one, or the bad one, or the one antisocial one, when you start blowing whistle. But we have all agreed that government should enforce our laws. So if government is to enforce our laws, then we have to whistleblow.
Yeah.
We need to say something when we see something.
Absolutely.
When government enforces our laws, there should not be a public outcry against the government. We should allow government to do their jobs. Government put in technical experts, technical people in charge of agencies, in charge of departments to ensure that the enforced things are done the way they should be done. But in Nigeria, there's usually a lot of public outcries when government wants to enforce our laws to the letter. So we should allow government to enforce our laws.
That's right.
And government should, of course, indeed enforce our laws.
That's right, Japheth. We have Ada joining us from Jos. Ada, good morning to you. Unfortunately, we lost contact with Ada. We hope you'll be able to, call back so you make your point. Japheth, very quickly, because we have less than 5 minutes to end this conversation. What about vaccination? I think I read somewhere. Actually, the NSCDC, leader said something like, "We don't have vaccine. We have run out of vaccines," and then they've made a request for more vaccines. Okay, I understand. Ada is back. Ada, quickly make your point.
Okay. I want to say here that whatever we give to the environment is about what we get. If you ask me, I think we have to take responsibility. I'm not holding brief for the government. Our destiny is in our hands. Is it the government that will come and sweep our houses for us? We have this attitude of not even observing personal and environmental hygiene. It's an issue. And during this rainy season, it's worse because cholera is a waterborne disease. And with the rains now, surface water usually overflows into most sources of water, such as wells, ponds, dams, even boreholes, if it's not properly situated or done, you know. So as much as we're talking about government to do its own part, let the individuals, let us also take responsibility. And then enforcement of laws help to regulate people's behavior. That's the problem we have in Nigeria. Some of these laws are there, the environmental laws are there, but they're not fully implemented. When the government tries to implement it, people start shouting that the government is hard on them.
That's right.
Look at Colorado now. If it's not checked, before you know it, so many people will die. They said 30 and they still counted.
Yeah.
So let's not do for Nigeria. We get better.
Thank you very much, Ada. Japheth, I was going to ask about vaccines, which the NSCDC Director General said that we've run out of, and then they've made contacts to cholera vaccines for cholera vaccines to donor agencies. So, what do you think? Where do you think we are now, and how dangerous is this to us, especially with the fact that we are not sure? Is it curable to start with? Quickly.
Yeah, there are vaccines for cholera all over the world, but the vaccines, as usual, are not enough to go around. There is an organization that champions the distribution of vaccines to countries that are affected by cholera, and they supplied us some. But in a country where you have over 200 million people, you are not going to get free vaccine for everyone, even if the vaccine is very cheap. Because it's a lot of money when you put them together. So we do not have the vaccine right now, according to the NCDC, but they said they have requested for more. We don't know when that is going to come, and we don't know how many that is going to be. And that is the more reason why people should take their destinies into their own hands and ensure that they imbibe the practices that can help us prevent more spread of the outbreak. That's and right. Also control the existing spread of the outbreak.
Well, cholera, they say, has been almost eradicated in most developed nations worldwide.